Hello, junior fans. Stall talk here with head coach Garrett Strot after weekend number 2 is in the books against DME. The elite team sweeps, premier team gets swept. But coach, another weekend in the books, 2 now. What did you see from both your teams and how are they improving?
Well, one thing I saw with the elite team especially, they're really starting to move the puck really well. We even had a comment from the referee in Daytona, man, you guys move the puck well. And that's part of our game. We want to be a puck-moving team and make plays with it. With the premier team, I thought I saw, especially in that second game, just we're getting on pucks a little bit quicker. I think we were a little slow on getting on pucks, and DME had a very solid team. They came at you hard, and but I thought on Saturday's game our guys responded, and especially in the second period, and started getting on pucks, and we have to continue that kind of play and be a team that kind of carries the pace.
In Saturday's game, the elite team had a monster second period, scoring 9 goals. They were up 11-1 at one point. What's the message as a coach to your players to try and keep them focused and make sure they don't get complacent?
Well, and that's exactly. Sometimes we want them to to go out there and then so let's use this to work on some things, and so we took that opportunity to work on when they have the puck, where are their players, and then working on continue to find their teammates and make plays. So you need to use it as kind of a practice when you get to that point. You got the game in the book. Now let's try to benefit something out of it and for the rest of the game.
You guys had 14 goals from 11 different goal scorers. How valuable is that scoring depth?
It's huge when you don't have to rely on just one line, and then that's what it looks like with the elite team. They're going to have pretty balanced scoring. All 4 lines can score. And so when you have that, we want to kind of just keep rolling lines because we want to dictate the pace. And if we can keep doing that and getting offense from every line, that's a huge bonus.
And some guys from the teams last year, elite and premier, returning recently. You have Kyle Vargas, Matej Dadar, Tyler Roy. How important are they going to be?
It's big to have returners in this league, especially at the premier level. Last year we had a good core of groups that returned, and you saw that it was a huge difference for us winning the division and being one of the top teams in the league. Now we got a good core coming back. This year, for the first time, our elite team has a good core of players coming back, and so with that, I expect them to be one of the better teams in the league. And so far, just 4 games in, but I like the things that are seeing. It also helps having veterans. They know what to expect from you. They know how we want to play, and they lead by example. And that's where you see, I think, Parker and Mazur really leading by example the way they're playing, and other lines are starting to catch on.
And you mentioned it, 4 games in the books already. You're taking on the Junior Blades this weekend, a team that's been idle for the first 2 weeks of the season. How important is it to have a head start, especially early?
Well, it's an advantage for us in the fact that we have played some games and been in game situations, but then for them being this early in the year, they've had a chance to really work on a lot of things. I mean, we haven't had a chance to even really work on power play or penalty kill yet, so they probably have, so they got probably an advantage there. They're going to be hungry, haven't played a game and going against each other for the last month. But you can't replace playing games, so I think it was big for us to at least have these games under our belt. It should help us a lot.
Hello, junior fans. Tyler Davey here with premier forward Mark Louria. Mark coming off a big weekend, scoring 3 goals, all 3 goals for the team in the prior weekend. A lot of those goals were within 5 feet of the net. Is that something you pride yourself in, working those dirty areas?
Yeah, I've always tried to be a harder working player, around those areas, because I've never had been the fastest player. Just been the most skilled with the hands, so I always try to get in around the nets, try to work those areas my hardest.
And you're one of the guys that's returning this year from elite to premier, getting a promotion. What are some of the differences you've seen in just the speed and the pace of the game?
It's definitely faster, and the guys are a bit stronger because it's a bunch of older guys for sure in this league. So it's just the pace and the strength of the guys, definitely for sure.
In this month of September, it's a big challenge chemistry-wise, building the cohesion, a lot of new faces along with the returners. How have you seen the chemistry grow through the first 4 games?
It's gotten a bit better. It was a little rough off the start for the first game, but I think the guys are starting to mesh a little bit better and starting to make some more of their passes more crisper for sure. Just starting to look better for sure for me.
And what are some things you guys have been working on in practice?
We've been just trying to work on building the team up a little bit and trying to get a more steady game where we're just making all of our passes and trying to get everything to the net.
Junior fans, that's premier forward Mark Louria. Mark, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello, junior fans. Tyler Davey here with the lead forward, Jack Mazur. Jack, tremendous weekend for you and the team. Saturday, picking up 2 goals, 3 assists, and the hat trick Sunday, as well as 2 big wins. Just take us through this weekend.
This weekend was good. The wins were great. We played well as a team, I think, together, and I guess I just had a good weekend.
And in that Sunday game, you guys stormed out to a 5-0 lead in the first period. DME kind of creeped in with 4 unanswered goals. What happened in that period?
I think the second period we started taking penalties, really. That definitely hurt us. There was a big 5-minute there in the second period, and we kind of went down, but I think we picked it up in the third and got it back together.
You were playing a lot with Jackson Drysdale, Zach Parker in that top line. What has the chemistry been like?
We got good chemistry together during camp in the first couple weeks of the season, so that's been going well, and I hope it keeps going there.
I know this is the question you've been waiting for. I'm Mary Larson's first goal on Saturday. How pumped were you and the team for him?
Oh, the boys were pumped after that one. He had a long season last year without a goal, but this year, getting one early, that was nice. We were all excited for him.
Tyler Davey here with Jack Mazur, the Elite back in action this Friday at Germain Arena against the Florida Junior Blades.